Never light a cigar that way.
Yo, it's the Shadow Smokers Legion, fun, family, and smoke. Rockin' with Phoenix Fresh rhymes, they stronger than no. About to break it off with the illest of crews, led by the man Tony Wang, making his vision come true. Now let me take you on a ride. We got love for cigars, from the east to the west, only the brightest of stars. I screen in the scene, little guy with the shop, shadow gazing around. You know it ain't gonna stop. Cigar mechanic don't panic when he's repping his brand. Escadillo and more, smooth as sticks in the land. Hashimoto's around, jumping live in the chats. Asian orange and more, his button's famous in fact. Cigars, pipes, whiskey, coffee, and more. Turbo jetting around, Tim with the dopest of pours. What's that? Huh? One wheel and reviews? Martin in the house, sharing the latest smoke news. Need to pick me up? Get to Southeast US. Bob and Chief in the mix, you know they saying God bless. We got that journey, voyage, private blends for the crew. Celebrating with coins, repping that dope swag too. Now I'm about to sign off, you know it's time for that audit. Light up the group with my post, you know I'll rock it the socket. But remember y'all, Legion, it lives with a passion. From a man in the shadows, ayo, the SoySauceAssassin. So cut it, light it, love the smoke from your region. After all we connect, it's through the power of Legion.
Alright. Hey guys, Tony the SoySauceAssassin. It is, I keep thinking it's Saturday, but it's Wednesday. And today we are going to do another session of 1502. So, and I can see Albert over there trying to figure out his camera, of course.
I got it figured out, brother.
So, alright. Let's see if I can get this to work, because I have another thing set up. Every time I have a more screen set up, eventually I'll find the right one. Eventually, all right. Eventually, I'll find the right way. Oh, look who's on! Look who is on. Here we go.
Yeah, buddy.
Boom. So, let's see. Adjust that just a tad. Just a tad. There we go. Good enough. So. Hopefully this works. Did I do the chat thing? I did right here. Does that show? You should show. It should show.
Shit show.
Shit show.
It should. I mean, so many blocks over here and there. But the only good thing is that you don't have to see my face that big anymore. Like I don't have to be that big. Right.
That's a good thing, Connie.
What's that block for over there or over there?
Over there, the empty one. That one.
Yeah.
That one is if we're showing something on the side, like if I'm showing pictures or something, that one will be over there. So if I have some notice, post information, it'll be on that one. So or
it's like empty space right now.
Or if we ever have something like you know, a third party, another chat system that's going on, we can use that. I don't know. I just have someone to draw the boxes and I'll figure out later, kind of thing. You know.
Tony, you should have said that. That box was to make people ask questions, and it worked.
No, it does not. It does not work that way.
He worked because he asked the question. So, yeah.
Let's see. What else is missing? That should be working. I think so. Turn it off. Turn it on.
What are we smoking tonight, man? What's the...
I'm doing the 1502 Emerald.
All right. Well, all right.
Okay. And let me see. Color source. Let's make this 1000.
Really familiar, Tony?
No idea what that is. What are you talking about? Is that what's that Persian King or is that what's something Is Persian King?
That's that Rojas house, man.
Oh, that is because it's also like a shaggy foot.
Yep.
I didn't really look at it, so you know when you show it, it's like, what is that? Why is the chat not working?
Everybody's talking, man.
No, the chat, people are talking in the chat. It's just not showing. I don't know why. So, let's see. Source. You know, I'm just gonna leave it like that for now and see if it actually catches up in a minute. I don't know if it will, but let's hope that will. But right now we have Quake, we have Daniel Martin, we have James, we have Joe, we have Steve, we have Kat, and earlier I think James tried to sign on, and then like he literally don't have any screen and signed off.
It's funny how you say we have Steve, but we know his screen name.
Once I learn the name, usually I try to call them by their names. It's not like purposely avoiding his name or anything like that. So yeah, today I spent a little time worrying about the HERF that's gonna happen end of this month, because I realized that a lot of places in New York still don't have that open. They don't have their lounge open. They allow you to go in there and buy stuff. They won't open until June. Now, when I asked a few places, that's what they told me. And then the Davidoff place that I usually go says that it's members only. I was like, what members? You guys never had a member, right? So I say, go talk to your manager and let me know. I literally said, go talk to your manager and let me know. If your manager says no, I'll find some other places. But if your manager knows me and remembers me, I spent a lot of money over there, and he won't let me hang out there, he's losing thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he does it, right? So, so this one, 1502 Emerald, box pressed.
I like that one.
Obviously, as soon as I cut it, the cap came off, or kind of almost
Collapse.
It's going to. It's like peel like this, like like one side like that. See that?
Like how? Like how?
Like you can peel it off. See that?
Like a scab. You ever done that with a scab?
I hear a lot of echo.
Oh my gosh.
Really? Yes. From
Yep.
me?
No, from Albert.
You know what?
I can kind of hear me too, but it's like really muffled.
All right, try again. Let me mute my microphone, see if it's me or you.
Well, I don't know, man. Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear. Yeah, I can hear the echo.
Shit, man.
And then I can't hear myself.
Hear me now?
That's better.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing. Wait,
It just sounds like you're away from the camera or away from the microphone as opposed to like right next to it. You have like two microphones?
So it's not me, right? It's not me.
No.
It's never you. Never you. You're good.
We're good? All right, cool. So long as I'm
How about
good,
now?
How
How about now?
Yep.
So Steve smoking sand cup of miso. Val is in here today. Val as well.
What's up, Val?
Let me light this up and let's talk about squat. Oh, and I can talk about a funny statement that my wife made. Oh my god.
What's that?
Let me light this up. I'll tell you guys in a second.
Hey, I just thought of something. I don't know if you can do it, but it would really help with the trolls. Do you think there'd be a way that instead of broadcasting the YouTube chat, that you could broadcast the Discord chat?
I could, but there's something with the Discord. It's not because not everybody's in Discord.
Oh, okay.
And they can still go to the comment and make comments. It's not like they couldn't. It just won't show on the screen. So, anyways. Hey, James.
Hey.
What's up, James?
So,
no.
my wife been reading a scientific document, because I have a lot of scientific things, and sometimes I read it, I leave the screen on or whatever, and she did find a document that she was reading talking about black hole and white hole, right? I don't know if Albert is into that kind of stuff to study black hole and white hole, but it's all in theory. It's all in theory, okay? That there's such thing as black hole, right? And it breaks down all matter, right? And this white hole, which is when black hole is full, it explodes and releases all the energy that it has obtained. For that moment, it's called the white hole. All that stuff is theory, all right? And this is, you can find like a lot of different graph out there that talks about black hole, white hole, alternate universe and anti-universe and universe, right? It's all in theory. They're just draws this line, whatever. You know, James and Albert's dying. I can tell you that my wife was dying when she was reading that. Okay, when she was.
I was good until I saw James. When I saw James laughing, then I was like,
I'm just biting my tongue over here because there's just so much I could be saying.
I know. I understand. I was like literally listening to my wife laughing and trying to talk to me at the whole time. All right. And so I told my wife, all that is in theory. Obviously, nobody can prove that yet, including multiple dimensions, right? Because we can only see 3 dimensions. Whatever we see above 3 dimension comes to be flat to us. We can't see the entire thing, okay, in theory. So she's like, what the hell is this thing talking about? Saying that a black hole is going to turn white hole. I was like, well, you know, that's the thing. Nobody knows. Nobody knows that will happen. In fact, we don't even have the black hole figured out yet. We wouldn't even know what white hole is. And then she said this. So I read this matter. What the hell is antimatter? And I say, well, antimatter doesn't matter.
Jeff is antimatter.
Antimatter doesn't matter. And then she's like, well, what do you mean doesn't matter? I was like, no, antimatter does not matter. It's the opposite of matter.
Yeah. So Jeff is antimatter.
You know, it's funny as hell because she asked me that kind of question, right? And she's like, no, I need to know what antimatter is and what is anti-universe. I was, well, universe is a universe. Anti-universe is not a universe. It's the reverse, right? So this universe has something, that universe has nothing. Not a universe. Anti, right? So matter is matter. There's things that happen. Everything's made out of matter. And antimatter is just doesn't matter. Nothing's there.
I'm gonna tell that to somebody. You're just empty matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's all mind over matter here.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, how am I supposed to explain this to you? Because antimatter is technically a theory. It doesn't happen. Like, we don't have anything that can literally destroy matter, because matter cannot be destroyed in our technology. And antimatter is literally what destroys matter. Right? What doesn't matter? So I don't know what to explain to her, and she just laughing the whole time she was talking to me. She's like, you know, I just need you to explain to me. I was like, here, you can go online and literally typing those in. You'll find all kind of different graph that thinks how the universe connects to all those things and matter and all that stuff. And she wasn't happy about this, right? So this morning, she literally sent me a picture, testing me. Let's see. She sent me this.
I can't read that.
I see little white line.
BRB. Okay, equals MC squared. Okay, so what was her thing? Her reasoning behind that?
She wanted me to explain all these. So I said easy. She's like sure, and I spent, you know, I just type out all they are. So, and this is funny because, you know, we're in the same house. She literally just have to text that to me and make me like type it out, so that if I typed it wrong, she can make fun of me.
Oh, Matt.
Tomorrow.
I see Matt's background, but no Matt.
Yeah, so she's doing that, and in the end, obviously, you know, she just gave me this.
yeah, grocery list. Yeah.
Control X.
I don't get that one. Control X.
Yeah, because you cry with your onions. You're cutting the onions.
Yeah, he selected onion and cut the onion, so he's crying, tearing.
Control X is delete.
It's just cut. Yeah.
Nathan, you're not gonna get a coin. I already talked about this. You're no longer a member of Shadow Smoke's Legion, so you're not gonna be able to purchase a coin or obtain a coin, unless somebody decides to give it.
I agree with Nathan though. He still needs his coin.
So, yeah, so.
Yeah, he's gonna still need it.
We already know, like, every member who joins Shadow Smoke's Legion agreed to this. Okay, once you leave Shadow Smoke's Legion, regardless what the reason is, you're not coming back. I just cannot allow you coming back. You're not coming back.
Right.
Yeah, when I leave, I ain't coming back. That's what.
Is Nathan back again or what? No, I mean in the chat.
He's in the chat.
He's in the chat again.
The problem is we can't get rid of Albert.
I tried knocking him off when he was young, but
Yeah.
he always ran his dad.
Nathan, I just said, regardless what the reason was. So, you didn't have to decide to leave. Even if you kicked out of it, you're still out.
There's Val. What's up, Val? I heard about Val's. I guess he's new to the group, kind of.
Yeah, buddy.
So, welcome, Val. Good to have you.
Quake says, so Matt, when are you leaving?
Never, Quakes, never.
But here's the thing, though. We gotta be very realistic about this, okay? All the members that left said the same thing before they left.
Well,
Right,
not all
so-
of them. Some of them didn't say anything.
Your alt account's still there. Well, I better check it, because I don't think we have an alt account. So here's what's all the row houses. Yeah, there we go. All right. So yeah, today I'm smoking this 1502 Emerald, box pressed, peppery, kind of cedary, kind of woodsy, a little bit hay, but mostly pepper. Right, mostly pepper.
I'm not smoking nothing right now.
Yeah, we know that.
That's my choice, though. You could just get outside, start smoking, and then wake your neighbor up. Okay, I'll have a chat. So yeah.
I'll wake you up at 5 o'clock, not at 3 o'clock.
So yeah, I've been having an issue finding a location to hang out for New York because it's still May and New York's not open until July-ish. And they're saying that, right now they're just keeping the place for members only, which I don't know what that means. The other place that I wanted to try, I checked out their schedule. I was about to call them and reserve a space. To realize that they don't open until 5 p.m. So that's not gonna work out. So for those people that are planning to go, once I figure out, I'll let you know. I don't know right now. There's no way. I mean, they just it's not like they can't let people in. If they can say members only, then that means they are allowing people using it. And it's just whether or not how much money you spend, I guess. And that wouldn't be a problem. Go to Davidoff, spend the money. That's fine.
Maybe if you wear the jacket, they'll let you in.
Members only jacket, I actually have one.
Right. So put that on and then walk right in.
Right? I actually have a members only, a leather jacket somewhere. I don't even know why I have that. I just have it. Quick says, looks like I need to try some Roja cigars, see more of them. No, you didn't see more of them. You just seen the same amount for the same amount of people that's here. These three people right here, here. These three people. For me, it's on the screens over here. But these three people on top are the reason why you keep seeing them.
Not those 3 people on top, because I'm on top. I don't have any robots.
Mine is this one in the corner. Yeah. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Only if I can use that excuse, right? Go there at 9 a.m.
And that one. And this one.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, wait a minute. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Shit. Let me get something to drink.
You're right.
Germany. Give me something to drink.
Oh, yeah. She was, her fever basically went down late last night. Basically, late last night, she was totally fine. She still feels some pain, sore headache, but then, I was trying to make her just feel more cheery, and she was, because she slept for 2 days straight, she wanted to kind of stay up for a little bit. So that's why she was still reading those documents and research and stuff like that. That's why they go to that weird stuff.
Was she sick?
Huh?
Was she sick?
Shiza was very sick from the second shot. The
Oh
COVID
shit!
shot. Huh? The vaccine.
Said, oh, yeah.
So,
She got the vaccine.
Wow.
There we go. If you can't smoke, at least you can drink.
yeah.
That's a beautiful bottle right there.
Lighter problems, like always.
So yeah, she, I tried to cheer her up. Today, I actually took her out to do a little bit of shopping here and there, go return some stuff.
You know, it's like 3:00 in the morning where he's at right now, right?
Doesn't matter. Who's gonna tell him that he's drunk at 5 a.m. anyway?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Right? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah.
Are you on vacation again?
5 a.m.
I'm on
ain't
vacation, yeah.
somewhere.
I
Nice.
also
5 a.m.
have
I'm on vacation, yeah.
something to drink later too. So if I finish my juice, I have something. But yeah, for those people who actually was gracious enough and willing to try and actually went to the Lucky Escape people to order that sampler kit, I sent it out today. There is also a package going to Martine. There's a package going to Sherry. So yeah, make sure you don't miss it.
I would have gone to that site and tried out the credit card thing, but if you don't got a credit card, it don't make sense.
It wouldn't work because it doesn't work overseas.
Yeah, it wouldn't work anyway. I don't have a credit card.
I have PayPal. PayPal works too.
Yeah.
So
It's funny. Every time I see a package coming from Flemmingham, Massachusetts, I'm like, oh, fucking Tony, what are you sending me now?
I could
whatever
actually
have
order.
left
I
over.
could actually order shit from your website though, because I have a PayPal account.
Yeah, you
here and I have
could,
one
but
here.
mine actually doesn't have an option to ship overseas.
I know that.
So I specifically make sure I can't send overseas because I don't want to deal with like whatever coffee or tea tax in Europe.
Your problem's not interesting me.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the fact that I could order from you.
I just want to try it.
Steve asked about 1502. How do you guys like it? There are some good ones, and the rest are less impressive. They're less impressive.
Have you had the blue sapphire?
I had it a few days ago.
Okay.
So blue sapphire, and then emerald, and the Nicaraguan are okay. Are smokable. They're good. All right.
Yeah.
The rest, to me, they are smokable. They impress some people, but not people like me. All right. You see, it's not. It doesn't cater to everyone.
Right.
A lot of people like the blue sapphire a lot, and
I'm not a fan of them at all. Just saying.
I like
The XO
I like
are
the blue
okay.
sapphire.
The XO are pretty good, but it's pricey for that. It's pricey
Yeah.
for that.
yeah, we know you don't like anything you get taste orange in. Yeah, so.
Okay.
See, the blue sapphire was better in what was it, a Robusto, than that Lancero. That Lancero was just super fucking peppery.
A lot of people love the Lancero though because how peppery that is.
Yeah, there's a lot of people really love that pepper.
Yeah.
Daniel's got his Rojas order today. You need to get on the live, brother.
But I hope
No, 1502 XO is good, but like at that price, you had to think twice.
Yeah. Was it like $20?
Retail singles, yeah, about that. I think that's like $18 stick if
Yeah,
on average if you buy
$18.
the box. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say if it's something that you want to try, go try one stick before you buy the whole box. It's one of those things.
Yeah, don't be like Gallahan where you buy a box and not even know what the cigar tastes like.
But he ended up liking it.
That's
So
good. That's good.
yeah, he Gallahan actually bought a whole box and he ended up really liking it. So XO are good. Now there's more sizes. When I bought them, there was only like 2 sizes. But now there's way more sizes to deal. You can go with. I actually have Torpedo, and for me, to be honest with you, Torpedo is too big. So I don't smoke it a lot. I do have them. I like the box though. Box looks nice. so far away from me. I'll go get it. Hold on.
Did Michael have his surgery today, or is that tomorrow?
I think that was today.
I thought it was today. Yeah.
All right.
You said something about Wednesday surgery.
All right. Here we go. It looks like this: 1502 XO. So the box looks nice. If you want to keep a box, then it's nice. It's divided like this, so you kind of cannot put any other cigar in there unless it's the same size. But yeah, as you can see, there's only 4 left, but I give majority of them away. I only smoke like 3 or 4. Oh my god.
So who is Holy
That's Steve.
Ah.
Steve? Who?
Steve. You don't know Steve? Matt's like,
No.
who? That's Steve.
I don't know Steve.
Oh my
Steve-
god,
Steve-
it's Greg. OG10.
Steve has been
I
in the
have
chat.
not
for a couple days.
heard anything about Greg for a long time, at least on live. I haven't seen him for a while. A long time. So, hey, welcome, Greg. Haven't seen you for a while. So,
Sounds like an episode of Deep Space Nine, don't it?
what? Here's the thing. Whenever I think Steve, the word Steve, I think chimpanzee.
Me too.
So it's not to insult you or anything, but like that part of the movie, it's just stuck in my head. So whenever I hear the word Steve, I think chimpanzee.
It's just coming out with a limited edition the Traveler cigar, a Maradona limited edition.
But super busy work and not an online town. Yeah, 2020, 2021, people focus on work and really I think it took a toll on mental health. A lot of people have mental health issues because they feel like work and at home has become one, right? So you don't have that separation anymore, right? You're at home, you're still working. Like my wife, she pretty much work all day, and at night, middle of the night, she'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna check work email. It's like, no, stop working, right? If this is the amount of time that you gotta work at work, you stop at the same time when you're at home. Don't make it into a cut and picking effect. It's like they expect you to work even when you're off work. That's not a good practice. So, Michael's surgery is tomorrow.
No, I thought it was today.
I thought it was today.
Thursday.
Was it Thursday?
This Thursday.
It should be. I don't even think he needs to be knocked out for that. So it'll be the same day surgery. Or go home and then just it'll kind of be like half.
Yeah, he's gonna be knocked out for it, but he's still gonna be going home.
He will be going home, right? He will be going home.
Yeah.
Same day.
But he's still gonna be knocked out for it though.
You sure it's not gonna be like a general as like a?
He already said
area?
he's gonna do a general at the. He's already said he's gonna get a general at the aesthetic and not a logo.
So if that's the case, then well, you know what I like is that people get knocked out and then when they wake up, they say the weirdest thing.
We need to get Ashley to record him.
Yeah, right. I wonder what he's gonna say. Really, I want to know what he's gonna say. And then you can
Shut
say
up,
whatever
smokers.
too. You can say whatever. It's like it's like one of those things that what happens in Vegas stays in
Right.
Vegas. You can say whatever.
Yeah. He'll probably say some shit like, fucking Shadow Smokers Legion. Fuck that guy Martino
Yeah.
Ma. He doesn't like the cigars.
Yeah. Like,
And that
Tony,
fucker
who the fuck is that?
Fuck TAO.
Man, I heard one of the best jokes coming out of anesthesia.
Oh, here we go.
No, serious. The nurse told it to me. She's like, "You like jokes? I'll tell you a joke. Have you heard about the world's smallest zoo? It was a dog. You just had a dog in it. It was a Shih Tzu.
Jesus.
Wow. I wouldn't call that the funniest joke, but yeah, sure.
All
I
right,
don't even call that a dad joke, though.
that's a great
Yeah.
joke. Man. That's an awesome joke.
Oh yeah, and so I was watching. Was it Monday or Saturday's live the other day, and I heard something about TAO something that Albert is part of.
Oh, the TANO.
TAR. TAR.
Oh, TR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Team Asian Raisin. Team Asian Raisin.
Raisin.
The first thing that came to my mind is, yeah, he's the president. He's all wrinkly. Yeah.
So Matt, I'm interested to hear. I'm very interested to hear what Matt thought about the
Whoa.
Asian heritage, Asian American Heritage Month.
I was like, what the hell? What?
That didn't exist. That didn't exist until this year. I'm pretty sure. I've never heard about it.
I've never heard of it. Never.
And then you would
nobody's
think
ever
that it's
informed
one of
me.
those. Here's the thing. If you want to say Asian heritage, I understand. What the hell is Asian American heritage?
Well, that's for the Asians that aren't really Asians because they were born in America,
So what kind of
But they
heritage
look
are they
Asian.
talking about?
but they look Asian.
But what kind of heritage are we talking about here?
Yeah.
If
Matt.
you're either Asian or you're not. American is a nationality. It's not a race.
Right.
So what does that like? I don't understand. Being American is a nationality, right? It's not a race. So what the hell is
Right.
Asian American heritage? It's just Asian heritage, isn't it?
Well, is that you talking about putting them in the concentration camps and shit? I mean, that's the thing. It's like, is that part of the America?
There are the Asians that are Americans. So it's a race thing and a country thing all put together.
Yeah, but then what heritage? What heritage are we talking about?
Well, they've been living in the United States for an awful long time.
And why we got to share this with Cinco de Mayo too? What the hell?
Right? It's like not doesn't even make sense. It's the month we have Cinco de Mayo, we have the May 4th, we have Memorial Day, and then what's Asian had to do with this month? Like literally, who decided to choose this? I'm
Absolutely
Asian.
nothing.
I'm Asian. I didn't even get a vote on which month it's gotta be.
Well, you never get a vote on it. But you get 31 days, so be grateful for that.
I should have a say in it, right? Don't I have a say in it?
I didn't get a vote on when Veterans Day is. Okay, I was I was in the army. Shouldn't I get a say?
I
in that?
thought Veterans Day was like specific. There was a meaning to it. There's like they're specifically chosen, for that.
Yeah, but I didn't get to help choose what day it was.
But there was a meaning to it. There was no meaning on May 1st for Asian. Period.
Well, first of all, Veterans Day, I think all vets should have the day off paid, no matter what.
I agree. Memorial Day, Veterans Day, both should be a holiday where all vets, regardless of what job you're doing, you get it off. Okay. And literally, if I'm a corporation where I have employees that are veteran but they don't have the day off, I would be like just go home. Just go home. Go do that. Whatever you want to do.
You guys don't get that off anymore.
Right? It's just go home. So
Jay's starting.
Oh,
He's trying to push buttons, man.
And then we got Mother's Day too.
yeah, Mother's Day is what, next week?
Yeah, Sunday.
May 9th, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think we should have
Sunday,
Mother's
May
Day.
9th?
No. I definitely think we should have
celebrate
Mother's Day. Mothers are a tough job. I'll definitely say Mother's Day are worth it, but Father's Day I had to think twice.
So it looks like Steve is Asian as well.
Half Asian. Which half?
We should have Children's Day. That's what we should have. Children's Day.
You know what's really funny is in Taiwan, April Fool's is Children's Day. So that's but doesn't do anything. Children's Day, what are you supposed to do? Like
It should be. We should give our kids flowers and that kind of crap. It should be Children's Day. No Mother's Day, no Father's Day, just Children's Day.
Why? You gotta have a reason. You can't just say we should and have no reason.
Because children's is our future.
Chris,
You just sounded like Michael Jackson right there, bro.
Criticize my smallest.
The children are our future.
What does that sound like, Michael Jackson a little bit?
Michael Jackson. The children are our future.
All right, Scott, take it easy, man. Scott's in
Children
pain again. Scott's always in pain.
Children's is our future.
No,
They're the ones
children
gonna
might
pay-
be your future, but it might not
No,
be my
they,
future.
no, the children's the ones going to pay our retirement.
No, I don't think so. I don't. I really don't think so. I
For
mean,
sure. We
children,
paid our
those
parents.
children, the children from this
We
generation
paid
is the
our
one that's gonna be spending your retirement.
we paid our parents' retirement, and it's time for our kids to pay our retirement.
You will hope
Yeah, I
so.
think we're
You
keeping
will
that.
hope so. But this generation of children is gonna spend your retirement. It's gonna be gone.
Nah, he's living in Germany, so yeah, they will.
All right. In the
They're gonna-
U.S., in the
They're gonna
U.S.,
spend they're gonna spend half of my retirement. Okay.
in the U.S., I can tell you the children will be spending our retirement. Like, did you guys hear about another stimulus gonna be paid to each children gets $3,600?
When?
Like that money comes from somewhere.
You know, Martine's gotta be so loaded all of a sudden.
Yeah, you guys act like you that comes out of your billfold. You know, it doesn't really.
No,
Comes out of our taxes.
No, they spend way more money than you pay in taxes. So that money don't come out of your taxes.
All right, hold on a second. This is from the Davidoff guy, and let me respond to this guy so that we can see what happened.
I think mom's got a tougher time. Mother's Day.
Oh yeah.
Did y'all see that joke about the guy that said getting kicked in the nuts was worse than childbirth?
Yeah, it is.
You hear that, Martine?
No.
You know why?
Why?
Because you never hear a guy say, "Oh man, kick me in the nuts again," but you hear a woman say, "Oh, let's have another baby."
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
TAR. TAR.
Yeah, TAR. Team Asian Raisin.
I
That
couldn't
don't
help
work,
it.
dude, because I'm not Asian.
I was laughing so hard, dude.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you're Asian or not. Everything's Asian now.
You're a break off from
Asian
TAR.
Raisin. You break away from TAO.
But I am a TAOG though.
Now you got a TAR.
So now my cigar is burning super weird. Like
I'm an OG TAO.
It's canoeing.
What are you smoking?
The Emerald 1502.
Oh.
To me, this is really bland. It's very bland in comparison to all the other ones that I smoked that I actually like the XO, the Sapphire, the Nicaraguan. This one, starting from this one, green, red, black, they all blend to me. So it's
Yeah,
not
they
my-
did.
All right,
nothing.
So I got to ask you, Tony. You thought that the Year of the Ox was just very bland, like it wasn't. Like, tell me what you thought about the Year of the Ox.
No, I think the Year of Ox is not bad, but I feel like in a way it's not as pungent or full or enough
It's a
like
milder
the Alma Forte,
Placencia. It's a milder Placencia.
right? It's got flavor, yeah. It's got, the transition, yes, right? And for me, if you think,
There he is.
he just woke up. He literally just woke up. So for me, for that price that you're buying for one, you can buy two Alma Forte.
Oh yeah, almost yeah.
So I would think that it would be probably a better value for people to buy the Alma Forte rather than that.
I can't quite buy two of them. I can buy almost two.
It depends where what's going on with each location, right? But you know what I mean, right? Especially if you put it in the perspective of an entire box, with that discount, you can definitely buy two, right? So I think that for people is rather than buying 8 of those, you can literally like 1 box of those buys you almost 2 boxes of Alma Forte. It will make more sense if you want to enjoy something that's more pungent, that's slightly better than that in that way. But it's something to try. Why not? I don't know how it will do if you like you say dry box it for a little bit, see if it burns better, or a little bit more humidity, or age it for a year. I don't know, right? But
I mean, I feel like that cigar has its place, just like the Almafuerte has its place.
it has
I
its
mean-
place. I mean, I think that in one of those days it was like I want to smoke Alma Fuerte, but I already have one or two cigars ahead of that. Then that will, that will be a perfect fit because it's actually a little bit lighter, a little bit smoother, right?
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, smoking one of those is 2 Alma Fuerte.
Yeah.
How many of you guys think that a $25 cigar should come in boxes of 20?
Oh no, nobody would buy them.
So then again, $25 cigar in a box of
Yeah, it
Almas,
should come in a box of 20. Yeah.
that wouldn't be a problem. Like Davidoffs are like that.
Yeah. You know how many people buy boxes of Davidoffs?
Tony?
in my income bracket.
I mean, just because it comes in box of 25 doesn't mean you have to buy a box of 25.
Right.
Yeah, but if you happen to want to buy a box of something, it's kind of cool if it gets to a certain price range if they only come in boxes of 10.
But what you can do is you can buy a box of 25, split it with someone, and only have 10.
Then one guy gets the box and the other guy gets, a
Well,
bundle.
at least for Davidoff, the box are very plain. I can show you guys the signature 2000 box. They're very plain. There's nothing on it, so it doesn't matter if you keep the box or not.
They just came out with the Traveler Maradona 10 Robusto. They're 22 euros and 50 cents a cigar.
I am
And
very
they come in a
interested in
box
that. In the,
And they
the,
come
the
in a box
Tino.
of 20. It's like 450 euros. I'm at $500 for a box of cigars.
If you think
Right.
about this, okay, any bundle of 10 of those Vault series are $400 minimum.
James,
Yeah, but
welcome to
the Traveler is not a brand of cigars that you would be willing. Most people would be willing to spend $500 on a box.
You would, if you wouldn't spend $500 on the box, you probably wouldn't want to spend the 25 on a single.
No, I mean if you might spend $500 on a box of Davidoffs, but Traveler is not a brand that's well known enough that people are going to just go.
Let me just
Russian
correct that, okay?
boxes on it.
If you're willing to buy one stick at 25, it's just willing to do it 25 times ahead. It doesn't mean that,
And that's what I'm not willing to do is to spend that 25 times ahead all at once.
yeah, but you can get it at any denominator in the shop. You can get it 3, you can get 4. You can get 5. Just how much you want. You can literally get 1, right? So
I'm just saying. I think if they would they would split it into 2 10 count boxes, they might actually sell both boxes complete.
yeah, but you gotta know when they make a box, the box is the hard part, right? Because if they make a box that doesn't fit anything else, that's the entire box they had to make for like 1,000 at a time. So
Yeah, and that was the funny thing about this box that I'm talking about. This one cigar. It's
but
one kind of.
$25 for a cigar, it must be
like-
a good cigar.
It's like that box that you just showed, where there's one little slot for each cigar.
Then how do you fit 25 in there? How long is this thing?
It's 2 trays, 10 each.
All right,
There's
so
no
why don't
doubt
you
you
just buy one? Like when go to the store when they only have 1 tray left, it's like, I'll buy that entire tray.
Then you can say, James, you're buying a box.
Yeah, but yeah, like Gary said, I buy a box of Cuban that price. Yeah, you can buy a box of Cuban that price easy. Yeah, $500 easy.
No, I'm just saying that they spend in this particular box. They spend a lot of work to make the box and make it really fancy, and
That's what
And
that's what they want.
nobody's
See,
and
they need
nobody's
to
gonna
make
buy a
back the
box of
money.
it.
They need to make back the money that cost the box, right? And then they
Yeah.
calculated to make back that money for that box, you need 25 of those to break even.
They figure because Maradona is so well known that everybody will go buy boxes of this shit. I guess I don't know.
That's how it is, right? The money had to go somewhere. Money had to came from somewhere. So Michael, what happened? You're just like there, dead. Where's cigar? Where's drinks?
I don't know. I ended up taking a nap, smoking an AJ San Latano Requiem Habano, and so I got on with you guys because I had surgery in the morning, so I don't have to be at work in the morning.
So he did have it today.
No, I'm having it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Oh.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, man.
It'll be all right.
You'll be good.
I gotta. They moved it up. They moved it up like 2 hours. They called me earlier, like, "Oh, we're gonna move you up 2 hours, so we need you there at 6:30 a.m." I was like, "Okay, whatever."
So you're having it.
You'll be
So you're
sleeping
having it-
anyway, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So you're having it today, my time. You know. So.
Yes.
Because it's already tomorrow here.
Exactly. I wonder how it went. Tell me how it went.
Yeah, I'll let you know. In a couple hours, I'll let you know how it went. At 6:30, I'll let you know. At 6:30 gets here.
I think this emerald is extremely light to me, probably because it's like a semi box press. It's very loose. The draw is loose, and it's very light.
All of their stuff except for the sapphire is box pressed.
It's very light.
Yeah, that's like Enrique takes and he like considers all of his stuff like there's one for every part of the day. Like you can start with the Nicaragua or the emerald, and then like before lunch or whatever you're gonna have a ruby, and then after lunch you can have the black gold, and then after dinner you could have the blue sapphire. That's what he says.
Okay.
Which means his entire lineup only works if you're a gigantic 1502 fan and that you only own 1502 to go with it.
Yep.
Every day is 5 colors. You gotta go through with it.
You have to buy a lot of stock in 1502.
1502 is not publicly traded.
No, you're buying a stock of cigars.
I enjoyed that. I got your 6 yesterday. That's a good cigar.
Was it I got your 6? Was it, I just saw I got you. I didn't see the 6 on it.
I got your 6. Yeah. That's why it's camouflage. It's like it's a
It looks pretty
military.
cool. The cigar itself looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's called I got your 6. Yeah. Actually, pretty tasty, and it burnt really well for a multicolored, multi-wrapper cigar. You would almost expect them to burn a little wanky, but it burnt really well.
Wanky?
Wanky.
Yeah.
Wanky.
Wanky, wonky. Depends on what part of the country you're in, I guess. Oh, that's a good picture of you, Matt.
It's a $4,000 face, okay? If you don't know already, it's a $4,000 face.
That's his Abercrombie pose.
Oh shit!
I am so surprised that Abercrombie and Fitch still exists. That's something that I did not expect.
They've been around since
checking to make sure that the guy gets back to me to say, okay.
89.
Did Gary say good luck on your leg extension surgery?
Yeah. Michael, if only you gotta be like 5'8".
We can only hope.
There is such thing, right?
I
Leg
know.
can extend. You have to break your leg in a small section at a time, move about 1 inch at a time, and you will be able to get taller.
As long as they screw up my hand and they improve something else, one or the other.
Yeah, they break. They break you, and then they stretch it out so that there's a space, and they let the space grow together, and then they break it again and stretch it out again.
Oh,
Now I want to ask Steve, like when you say for some reason Oliva, all you taste is hay and earth, is that every single one? Because Oliva has a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the V.
The V is not just hay, though.
No, you're not gonna get hay and earth just out of the V.
Yeah. If you're saying like Oliva O,
Maybe, yeah, the Cameroon G.
then I can kind of see
G's
that, all you taste is hay and earth, but G
Yeah,
and
right.
M and you know, the V, Bolignano, they all taste more than just hay and earth.
Yeah, they taste a lot different than just hay and earth.
So I'm curious to find out which one you tried that's like that. Well, is all of them like that? You know, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't. I don't think
Nope.
it should. Right? So. Yeah, so today this 1502 Emerald, like I said, it's light. It's not something I'm particularly go to. I mean, I think that in terms of popularity, Sapphire should be number one on their list. Like every time I go somewhere else and somebody is buying the 1502, it's Sapphire. So mainly the Oliva V Maduro. Now I didn't like the Oliva Maduro. If you guys, yeah. So if you want to try the other Oliva, maybe that might change. I did not like the Maduro. So hello, we got you. So I would, Oliva has so many stuff. There's the other one that's not even called Oliva thing. It's called like I can't remember the name. I don't have it in front of me.
She's not wearing clothes all the way, so she doesn't want to get too far into the camera.
Yeah, if you don't wear the clothes all the way, please do not appear on the camera. Yeah, just in case.
I don't either. Yeah. I don't either.
Hey, Ashley. So tomorrow, after the surgery, you got to get Michael on camera and just say some random shit to him and see what he says.
She's not picking me up.
Oh fuck!
Which hospital are you going to? We'll call the doctor to record now when you're waking up.
Dude, I was telling her that today. I was like, man, if I say some funny shit, I hope somebody's recording me and put that shit on YouTube. I don't care.
I'm gonna put it in your head right now. You're gonna be saying TAO.
Oh hell no! I'll say something way funnier than that.
Not Kane. Oliva. Hold on. Oliva cigars.
Oliva makes cane.
But cane is not what I'm talking about. There's another one.
You're talking about the Gilberto.
Yeah, the Gilberto Oliva Reserve.
Gilberto, yeah, that one. That one tastes.
The Connecticut is eh. The Habano is decent.
All right, so that's actually okay. That doesn't just taste like hay.
And Maduro is okay.
Okay, so yeah, there's quite a bit of other stuff they have. So I will say that's a good one. With me, like, who are literally a Davidoff whore, I will smoke that. So.
See, Matt, come on, you can taste the citrus in this. I swear to God, dude. And the LaCroix fucking tangerine stuff, dude. Come on.
I highly doubt it, bro.
You can definitely taste citrus in this. Look at this. Look how big this. Oh yeah.
If it's got a piece that big, and you should be able to.
I have two. I have two just in case. Just in case.
Oh my God.
Just in case.
That actually looks good.
That is really good. Actually, this is not orange, by the way. This is grapefruit. So
I'll drink that.
Is it a boba tea?
Mm-mm. So it's green tea with grapefruit and grapefruit juice in it.
Oh wow. Cool.
Tastes great. Tastes great.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah. You know, I drink so much tea sometimes I had to just switch something else. I can't always drink milk tea, you know. I literally had milk tea yesterday, so it's like I want something fruity. Oh man, so today, Wednesday, finally, I think now is pretty much the end of that COVID shot issue. I only have a little bit more headache. I think that'll go away in another 2 days. But you know, I get headache normally because I stare on the screen so often, like all the computer screen I'm staring at. So I don't know if that's caused by because I'm staring at the screen or because I had the COVID shot. So, but honestly, I don't think that's gonna change anything. I did read about how they talk about the booster shot. It's gotta be different. It's not gonna be the same thing as the first two shots. The booster shot is gonna focus more on the variants, so that because you already had the basic protection. Booster shot is gonna give you that variant, so that you have more protection against the variant. But I don't know where my wife read this. She read it that the Indian variant the one that's in India right now, can bypass immune response. When she told me this, I was like, okay, then India's doomed. If you can't even have immune response, you're done. That's like AIDS. You're not gonna have immune response. You're dead. There's no way around it.
Yeah, that doesn't. No, I didn't mean to hit the hand. That doesn't make sense.
She was probably on Fox News again.
God,
She
stop.
read it somewhere that says the Indian variant can bypass immune response. If you can bypass immune response, it's the same thing as AIDS.
Yeah, that's making like a super disease, man.
Yeah. Yes, Albert.
Michael's supposed to wait till you acknowledge him when he raises his hand.
No, I can do what I want.
Acknowledge it. So yeah, I when I read that, I was like, then India's doomed. That's it. You know, there's no way around it. You know, if you can't even have immune response, you won't even know you're sick. You don't even know you're sick. Right? Everything that you have to tell you that you're sick, like coughing and all that stuff, came from immune response. Right? That's like catching COVID and not even coughing. Because coughing came from immune response. You're coughing the virus. Can you imagine if you don't even have that? Like, you're just walking around and now somebody drop dead. That's basically what it is. I don't know who wrote this. I honestly feel like there's so many medical professionals out there, and some of them are just publishing bullshit for the sake of getting their name out there right now. Right? They're just publishing all kind of research that did not have a research. It's like, bypass immune response, then how do you even know they have COVID? That's so weird. It's so stupid. I hope this isn't over. You know, by the summer, I hope this is over. By September, I hope we don't have to give a shit about anything anymore, and we just hang out. That's what we need, right? 2021 meeting, hang out and don't care about.
Oh yeah. I mean, I already don't care about anything, so.
Yeah, we're already there, Tony.
That's the thing. It depends on where you live, so that you can choose whether or not you even pay remote attention to it, right? If you live in like New York, Massachusetts, Washington, California, you really cannot say I don't give a shit anymore. You really can, because that's how the political issues, right? That's how that area of people. If you don't, it's almost like you are a sinner. You are, something that goes against everything. So, what a new cigar y'all have smoked recently that you liked? Or I think without, you can simply guess what's going on with those three. They really like the Rojas. They really absolutely love the street taco.
Street tacos are fire.
Even Michael, and Michael doesn't even carry that cigar.
Yeah, no, I picked up the rest of the street tacos that Sparacio had.
Sweet.
Yeah.
They're
So
good.
that's like 11 sticks. I was like, yeah, I'll take them if nobody else wants them.
What's
I got
really
a box
funny?
waiting for me.
What's really funny is that usually I will agree with what Michael said about cigars, or even Martina Maya, when he likes a cigar, or even Matt. When Matt talk about a cigar, like, I usually at least think that cigar is okay or great, right? But this is the one time I was like, nah, I don't think so.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So it. I'm not saying it's a bad cigar. I just don't care for it. It's like, okay, it's okay. Cigar is not bad, but it's not like, oh my god. There are some cigars that I'm like, oh my god, I need to buy some. And what's really funny is like, I have that, oh my god, I need to buy some with egg roll.
I think it's just such a change.
Egg roll and Davidoff, yeah.
Just a change in flavors that I picked up in that cigar, in all the Rojas cigars, that completely changed my mind, where I was like, that's good shit. I mean, even his
House blends.
house blends are freaking phenomenal.
I need to try more to kind of, I need to revisit it. That's why it's sitting over here. I need to revisit it. All right, so I will revisit it and give a fair assessment.
So
How come
who's
you're not having
excited?
the street taco on Cinco de Mayo?
How come we're not smoking street taco on Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah.
Because Cinco de Mayo is really a drinking day, not a taco day.
So who's excited for the Casa Cuevas Corojo? Anybody?
I didn't even know about it.
Buddy.
Oh, see, Tony doesn't follow everything. So
Oh,
next
there you go.
week at TPE, they're going to be announcing and releasing that. What's the name of it?
Petroleum.
Is it Petroleum?
Petroleum.
Yeah. Okay, so like I didn't know what the name of it was going to be, but I've known this thing's going to be coming for a while. It's going to be a Corojo wrapper. It's going to be in a similar price point as the Reservo line.
You know, I'm more curious about what's going on with the cigar for our event.
Me too. Well, fingers crossed. I should be in Phoenix on Friday because Jack Toronto's in town. So to meet him and then talk about stuff as well while I'm up there.
With Jack?
Well, the national sales director for Espinosa. So he's going to be out there, but then I can talk to Brandon about shit while I'm up there. Okay,
You do have Brendan's phone number, right?
Yeah, I know, but I know he's busy right now too. So
I also had to figure out what happened to the cutter because everyone, literally every day, I gave one message about the cutter.
I know.
I had a CLE on Hinge. It was good. The thing about CLE. Isn't the CLE and JLE like fathers and son kind of thing?
Yeah, JRE.
JRE, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Christian Iroa, Justo Iroa.
I don't think CLE makes Unhinged though.
No.
That's Wynwood Hills.
What are you talking about? We're talking about the Corojo seed. That's how JRE and CLE came about.
Yeah, in the comments, bro.
Oh. Yeah, I can't see the comments. It's too small.
So what you talking about?
What you talking about?
Why do you have those glasses if you can't see them?
What you talking about?
see, Martin, if you pin my screen,
I have your screen pinned, but I can't read it. They're fucking tiny.
I'll go get my glasses just so you don't feel alone. But I mean, I can see them.
Where are the cutters? It's at the printer. I don't know where from that point is. The last time I know it's on the way to printer. So by now I would think it's at the printer.
They're in Florida. That's where they're at.
You guys should have ordered the cutters on the first batch, and you wouldn't have to worry about that shit right now.
No, because one of these coming is still the first batch.
Oh shit! Never mind.
One of these coming still the first batch, and the rest of them are actually the stainless steel chrome one. So you can't buy it from the first batch. So yeah, I really can't help that. I have no choice on that one. I have no choice on that one. Like I wish I can be faster, but like, it's 2021. I don't want to rush anybody, and I don't get to rush Brendan anymore. So yeah. But I don't smoke a lot of CLE. I can tell you that for sure. I don't smoke a lot of CLEs. I don't.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of Corojo tobacco, or just Honduran tobacco, to be honest. And like even when I smoked that Blue Bonnet, it's Corojo, 100% Corojo. I was like, it's okay, but it's not something I would pick up again.
The thing about Corojo is a lot of them out there are a hybrid. They're not real Corojo, and the real Corojo are actually kind of sweet. So unless you like sweet cigar, you're not gonna like it.
See, Corojo to me is spicy.
That's because those are hybrid.
Okay.
Yeah, the hybrid Corojo is actually crossbreed with Habanos. So they're kind of spicy.
I get it.
Yeah, Corojo is actually really prone to the Z's leaf.
Right.
So they crossbreed it with Habano.
Blue shank.
So yeah, that's why. And for those people who doesn't know, now you know. Right? And there are few companies that actually pride themselves using real Corojo.
Yeah, I watched the interview with Justo Reola on the Cigar Authority, and there's a lot of good information that he talks about on there.
Oh, it is.
Oof. Oh, damn.
needs a touch up.
Yeah, it needs a touch up. It needs a touch
But
up.
Steve, yes, the unhinged and the deranged, good cigars. I love them. There's another one they make. I got all three of them, but I can't picture the other one right now.
I think I got an email the other day from the Azron Zion company. That band actually got me dizzy while I was reading.
Wow. You got a little stiffy for it.
Well, it's like they're doing well, Cigar Federation. It's all the same freaking company. They're doing a limited release with Southern Draw, and they took a Southern Draw cigar, and I don't care what they say, it made it look like crap because it's in like this stupid paper fucking tampon wrapping or whatever it is.
Black Rose.
Oh yeah,
The Black Rose, yeah. So.
yeah.
Now,
I'm
Southern
like,
Draw
dude.
cigars are pretty good. I
Yeah,
wouldn't say
yeah.
that they're bad. I said they're pretty good.
No, I'm saying this packaging looks like shit.
Right,
Yeah,
when
they
you
wrap it
cross
up-
it,
they wrap
yeah,
it
when you
up in
cross it,
black-
it's not. But then, like, their own series, their own lines are actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, I like their stuff a
Yeah,
lot.
their stuff are pretty good. So I don't smoke it a lot, but when I do, I actually enjoy it every time. Right?
But they're made and blended by AJ. What do you expect?
But
I don't get
but
the Rover Sharon. That one doesn't do anything.
That's
That
because
one's
you
very
like
light.
you like much stronger stuff. That's why.
Rosa Sharon are very, very light, but smooth.
Yeah, the Smoke Rose of Sharon. That's like a really good like morning coffee cigar. It's
Yeah.
it
I
is.
still haven't had that one.
Now, what you want, Matt? You want Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jacob Ladder is the shit.
It's fire.
That's the strength that you like.
Yeah, and I love that cigar. It is great.
It's funny because right when I say it, Steve said the Jacob's Ladder is amazing.
Yep, it's awesome.
Yeah. Rose of Sharon
agree.
are very light cigar. It's actually just like if you give to a friend, they will enjoy it. Like even if they had no experience, it's very.
So okay, now Matt, did you try the Desert Rose though?
No,
Okay, now see the Rose and Sharon Desert Rose. It's got more like that spicy, the spiciness to it. It's got a little more kick to it. It's better. Like you like the crema, right?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. See, it's got spice like that.
You know what's really good? Matt doesn't know. Let's ask
Throwback?
I have two from you guys. Yes, I don't know yet.
And they're in a nice sealed case, so they're never gonna come out of them. Good.
I am not gonna smoke that. It sounds way too strong for me to smoke. I'll
They're
pass
the
out.
Snow White. They're the Snow White coffin.
I told my son whenever he's ready, we'll smoke them together because it's for him.
Steve says my local shop has the Jacob's Ladder in Lancero. I've never smoked a Lancero cigar. Now, Steve, thing about Lancero is it catered to a very specific kind of people that smoke cigars. All right, they like the wrapper more than the filler. All right, so if you're smoking that, you better like just the wrapper.
That's gonna
It's
be a
not gonna
spicy.
taste the same. All right, so
At least
if you like Jacob's Ladder on its own, okay, and think that was perfect already, don't go to smoke the Lancero, because
Yeah.
you gotta feel like if that was perfect for you, you gotta find something lacking if you smoke Lancero. But if you smoke Jacob's Ladder and say, you know what, I just like some of the taste, I don't like all of the taste, then Lancero might be something good for you. But I personally don't like any Lancero. Okay. I have
I
not
must have
smoked a Lancero where
15.
I go, oh my god, I gotta buy a whole box of this because I like it. I have not done that. So.
I even
would-
have the Laranja.
What about La Naranja?
And Lancero, so do I.
Yeah. And
Oh my God, stop it! Jesus Christ!
There's a whole like community just for Lancero,
oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
and I still don't
PCC.
understand it. I still don't.
it's
I
it's
still
called
don't
PCC.
understand. I still don't understand the community about Lancero. That's like saying that I just want to smoke the wrapper and nothing else.
So why do you have a Team Lancero then, Martin? What's up with that?
Nobody caught that.
Wait, we have Team Lancero? We
Yeah.
don't. We definitely
Yeah.
don't. I am not allowing it.
Martin does.
Martine does. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
Not happening in the Shadow Smokes Legion. No, we're not allowing that. Lanceros. No.
No, it's part of this Patreon thing, and it's like, why are you making a shitty cigar?
Oh, you're talking about that? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
I think
You
he's
didn't
just
even
taking the
know.
name. He didn't care.
Team Lanceros cater to a specific type of people, so Team
All right,
Lanceros.
man. I'll
I mean,
bump
think about
down, man. I'll bump down.
No, what I was gonna say is a good way to like if you want to try a Lancero, okay. That's one of those things where if you're really looking to experiment and understand like how much like wrapper flavor compares to a full size blend, then I'd say yeah, go ahead and try the Lancero, because it's not like you shouldn't try it if you find that the one size is perfect, because you may not notice that you like that wrapper flavor more until you try it.
All right, Martin.
Okay, so I think a good comparison for anybody that's watching, a good comparison of what a Lancero should taste like is if you take the Oliva V in a Robusto, Toro, whatever, and then you try it in the Lancero, you still get those notes, but it's not like as fulfilling. But it's still a good cigar, but it's not as fulfilling as it would be with like just a Toro or a Busto.
Yeah, it's not dynamic. Like you don't get that depth, the depth of flavor.
Now,
It's a good
I think
cigar,
of
but-
Lancero this way, okay? I think of Lancero is like getting a Chinese fried rice, take out the vegetable, take out the egg, and just have rice.
All right, Martine.
Soy stuff.
What's the next one down, man, on your Patreon?
Toro.
I'm not joining that one, brother.
You're in that one.
All right, I gotta look that up.
Albert just did not understand to begin with that you don't look at how much you want to spend a month. You pick out whichever cigar you like the most, and that's the group that you join. And it just cost what it cost.
There's nothing wrong with Lancero though, except that I
No.
feel like those people who like Lancero only like a constant taste throughout the entire cigar and nothing else.
Yeah, but Lancero lovers don't get no respect from nobody, you know.
Damn right.
It's not that they don't have my respect. It's not that they don't have respect. I mean, well, they can smoke whatever they want. You know, that doesn't change a person, right? It's just that why do that kind of thing? You're paying the same amount of thing for less.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
but
but I've had a couple Lanceros like wow me that I didn't think would, like that Viva La Vida. Okay, like the Toro, the Robusto, whatever, really really awesome. I tried that in the Lancero and like it blew me away because I was expecting it to be real spicy because of the wrapper and all that stuff, but it wasn't. It was nice and smooth and like balanced really well. So you do there's like just it's one of those things. Just try them because you're never gonna know because everyone's gonna translate different.
True. I'll give you that. Everybody's gonna taste it differently.
Yeah, but I'm with Tony. You're spending that kind of money on a Lancero and getting half of the cigar.
It's difficult to roll.
I get it.
But that
still.
doesn't make it more expensive.
Right.
Well, okay, well, your
Yeah.
most expensive part of the cigar is your wrapper leaf.
You're not getting half a cigar. You're getting a whole cigar. You're just getting a thin cigar.
We're right.
I mean,
Fuck
no,
with
because
them.
you don't have the
In the
filler
fridge.
and stuff out in there. Like, you know, it's smaller cigar overall. So you
Let me
are
see,
getting
that's
half
why
a
I think-
cigar.
That's why I think the Oliva V Lancero, the Oliva V Lancero is a good starting point because it's only like an $8-9 cigar.
In fact, the Lancero costs in average more expensive,
Yes.
But the longer cigar.
but less filler.
Well, that's it. Your filler is your least expensive.
But it tastes great.
But
So, yeah,
no, I wouldn't say that fillers any. I don't think that is because when you do fillers,
Yes.
whatever that is in the filler can be used as wrapper as well.
No, it's all great. No, it's graded differently. No, so your wrapper is on average 3 times the cost as your filler is. Binder is the next because binders a lot of times are wrapper leaves that didn't make the quality for whatever reason, because of like discoloration. They're too rough, whatever, something like
but
that.
Let me get through this. Okay. I understand whatever that's inside is not gonna be perfect. Whatever that's outside cannot have any holes, right? That we understand.
Right.
So the grading, sure, they are gradings, right? But technically, whatever that's in the inside could happen. Whatever that's outside. It's the quality of the actual sheet. It's like having a fish that's like filleted and not. But technically, a leaf is leaf.
Well, but it's 3 times the cost. So that's why it's so expensive. That's just how it is.
3 times the cost. That depends on the factory, right? If I manufacture if I manufacture my own tobacco leaf, that price wouldn't matter.
Okay, well, there's not that many companies that do that. You've got Placencia, and you've got like Perdomo, and you've only got a few places where they actually grow and source all their own stuff, and they're vertically integrated.
I understand that, but in the end, that price shouldn't matter because it's the same thing with those people who manufacture their own. They still charge you 3 times much because they could.
It's some of it's not. It depends on the brand. Not some of them. It's not because they can. It's because that's just the way the pricing structure works out. There are some where it's just because they can.
Yes, Albert.
I totally had like a beer commercial going on. Less filler, tastes great. All y'all miss, man. So, whatever.
We all know that there's an argument saying that majority of the flavor came from the wrapper. We all heard that, right?
Right.
But I don't think it's true.
Okay, I've had something happen that wasn't that long ago. So I was smoking a Laranja, right? Whatever, Matt, don't care. Okay, so I know what it tastes like as it's supposed to. The wrapper, because I dropped it, the wrapper cracked really bad. So I just took the wrapper off. 100% different cigar. It does not even taste remotely the same.
Of course. I mean, you're missing an element there, but it wouldn't be majority of the taste.
Yes, it is. It imparts so much of the taste of the cigar. I don't care what anybody says, because I've had it happen.
That's like saying that hey, egg fried rice, I got soy sauce in there. When I take the soy sauce out, it tastes completely different. No shit.
There are so many cigars that are the same inside and just a different wrapper, and they taste totally different.
Okay, Tony, here's something you're familiar with. Okay, so the Casa Cuevas core line, all three blends are the same except for the wrappers on them. And they taste completely different, right?
No, the Connecticut's a different blend.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, I can't see his
I wasn't going to say that, but
Lewis was saying it's a different blend.
Okay, you're right. There's one leaf that's different. The rest of it's all the same. Was one of the Connecticut doesn't have Colombian. The other 2 do. They're all the same one? No. So you take the Maduro and the Habano. They taste completely different. The blends are identical, except for the wrapper.
And?
So
obviously, when you have a different element, the cigar is going to taste different.
Because that's showing
calling that majority is, in fact, physics, the way you burn and how much smoke you're getting from each thing, just doesn't make sense.
I know, but that's just how it works, though, because you know what the core line Maduro tastes like. You know what the core line Habano tastes like. Like it's just the wrapper leaf that's different.
Sure, and
they taste 100% different.
That doesn't say that it's majority of the flavor. They're like saying I remember they're saying that it's like 80% of the flavor.
Everybody's got a different thing, but yeah, no, it's going to give you 100% different characteristic.
But I can take whatever out. Here's the thing, all right? You're saying it's gotta take majority different. You can change the filler and it's gotta taste different too. You can change the binder and it's gotta taste different too. That doesn't change. That doesn't prove that statement. You can swap out any of the element and it's gotta taste different. That's what blend is. That's what blend is, right? You can change one thing and it's gotta taste different.
It's cool. I mean, we can agree to disagree because that's a big thing in the whole industry. So everybody says different. It's okay.
Did you still get the orange zest with no wrapper?
No. It is all, dude. It's 100% from that wrapper.
Okay, so if you think that the zest orange part is in the wrapper, and then Matt didn't even taste the wrapper at all.
I think that orange zest part is from the band.
See, it's like totally subliminal.
Right?
Yeah, 'cause you would have to take the band off to get the wrapper off.
Because here's the thing. For that particular cigar, the orange flavor, the zest flavor, you had to search for it, right? It's there, but you had to search for it. So that's why Matt didn't taste it the first time he smoked it or whatever. That just means that it's not majority of the flavor. Because if that majority of flavor is from that wrapper, he's got to taste that zest before he tastes anything else. That's what majority means.
I think it's just because Matt doesn't want to taste it.
Well, if that was all, if that wrapper only had orange zest as a flavor and not a bunch of other different flavors that, you know, blend with that orange,
Yeah, we wouldn't have-
Like
what
they're
you said
calling
would
that.
be true.
I feel like they're calling that majority flavor is because any cigar, if you put Habano in there, it's gonna be spicy, right? And you gotta get that spicy first, no matter which one you have for Habano. True?
No. Because
No.
like, okay, like the things that I'm just going with things you're familiar with. The Cuevas Habano, if you smoke that in the Prensado, which is box pressed, totally different.
Yeah, because the amount of filler is different.
Right, it's slightly underfilled, but it's because of the way the box press burns and all that crap. It is totally different.
So, but then the wrapper is still the same.
Correct.
So if the majority flavor came from the wrapper, it shouldn't change that much. You just proved my point.
Well, no, there's more to cigar science than sometimes we understand.
I
People
agree
just
with
want to
that,
think,
but
you know,
in
it's a
terms of
blend.
The
It's this.
information that we have. You just said that a box press will taste different than the regular press, right? So that tells me that even though it had the same wrapper, you just changed the inside. It changed the whole dynamic of the cigar, which means that wrapper is not the majority of the flavor because you changed the flavor by just changing the inside. You slightly underfilled it.
Right.
So that tells you that the wrapper is not majority of the flavor.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with you. It's cool.
If we put the data together, right? That's what it is. If the wrapper is gonna be majority of the flavor, by reducing the amount in the inside, it's not gonna change that much. Yes, Matt. Yes, I got it. Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, I got it.
I did get the orange zest out of the Yamasa, Davidoff Yamasa, and it was just out of. I was in Virginia when I was smoking it, and it just hit me. I was like, "Holy shit! There's orange right there, or zest." I got it. Got it once or twice, and that was it. But the other question I had is, we need Val and Steve to taste the Laranja and tell me if they get orange zest out of that. If not, you guys are part of TAO.
Well, Val's a new smoker.
Stop recruiting
I
on my
think
show.
he'll be able to.
Well, now that you know what orange zest tastes like, maybe you can get it out of the lasagna. You know.
I would have to re-smoke it, and I have not smoked it ever since we came up with that.
He just pretty much refused to smoke it. Yes, Albert.
Okay. The little box you have in the upper left-hand corner could be a scoreboard. You should put a scoreboard
Who's
up there.
keeping the score? Someone has to keep the score. Who's keeping the score?
Naturally, you'll keep score. Naturally, you will. But we can maybe help put some tick marks up there.
Just say that I win all the time, and I'll be happy.
We can do the vote, and then the vote can be up there.
I don't know. I mean,
There's no winning or losing
based
in
on the
this
data I
discussion.
have, and then that's what it is. If you have a constant that doesn't change, the wrapper doesn't change, and you change whatever that's inside, that just tells you that the wrapper isn't the majority.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't have blends then, you know, right? I know what you're saying. We wouldn't have blends then because, yeah, you talk about that. That's why a lot of times Gordos don't translate well unless they really go in and they reblend for the Gordo. Same thing because your ratios change. So that's why they won't taste the same a lot of times if they're not.
I think every part of the cigar matters. I don't really think that the wrapper is, by being the thinnest part, being the majority.
Well, I'll tell you why that people feel like that, because if you take 5 different cigars that all have Habano wrappers, they're all going to taste like Habano. They're going to different cigars are going to taste like Habano cigars. But if you take the Habano and put it down inside the filler somewhere and put a different wrapper on there, people are going to say that doesn't taste the same. Because they're going to, they're going to say that's a Connecticut, and they're not going to say I can taste the Habano wrapper out of it.
Because
Or the
if the
Habano
wrapper
filler
is
out.
gonna be majority of the flavor, you can actually take half that the wrapper, put it in as a filler or binder, and then put a cheaper, wrapper over it. It will still taste the same because that piece is supposed to be the majority of the flavor.
Yeah, I'm just saying, people identify a cigar from the wrapper. They identify the flavor profile of a cigar from the wrapper.
And I feel like a lot of
No,
time when they talk about
that,
age,
yeah.
when they talk about aged cigar, aged leaf, they're usually talking about the wrapper that's most expensive, most aged, most whatever. Not
But we,
majority
but we
times not
don't.
the filler.
Yeah, we don't identify those cigars by what binder they got and what filler they've got in them too much.
Yeah, but in
We
the end,
identify it by the wrapper.
in the end, right? If we really talk about this, it doesn't really matter because you can have the best tobacco all together, it might not taste good. That's why they need to blend it, right? Because the ratio matters and what you have.
Okay, well, hey, I've got one that actually I know a lot of us are a little more familiar with. That like you do notice the flavor difference because of the way it's rolled. So like on Fratello, he's got the Nevada and then the Inverso.
Right.
Those are the identical blend. It's just one's inside out, and
Right.
they taste completely different.
Right. But they're the
So-
same stuff.
Yeah, it's the same exact stuff, but they do taste completely different. So like, there's just a lot to the cigar science that people
But
don't
they
realize.
taste completely different because now you have one of the thing that's less and one of the thing that's more. It's amount.
It's the same blend. It's just the filler is now the wrapper, and vice versa. The other one, the wrapper is now the filler.
Okay. Right. Okay.
I know what you're saying. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever
it's
that's
not lost on me.
inside, whatever that's inside, obviously is more than whatever that's outside. So when you
No.
reverse it, whatever that's inside
No,
will have to
that's
be more.
that's not true because they add also tobacco leaves inside that are just there to burn and don't really have hardly any taste at all.
Huh?
Yeah, part of the filler is just leaves that are there to burn to keep
No, but
keep
then-
the thing lit.
But what he's saying is that when you take a cigar and reverse it, whatever that's inside is outside now, right? But outside only needs a thin sheet to cover it. Inside it needs.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that there's more. That doesn't mean that there's more of that leaf inside it, just because that it's inside it and not outside it anymore. It could still only be one leaf.
No, because now they're stacked together more than just one thin layer. Now you have to have stacked. To
Yeah,
fill
it's the same amount of leaf, whether it's wrapped around in a big circle or a little bitty circle. It's the same amount of leaf.
No, you can't see it as that way. You gotta see it thin sliced. If I was to take one and cut it and put it to the side, how much in ratio do I see for each type of leaf?
The
I
same
am gonna
amount.
find more of the leaf in ratio per slice
No,
for whatever
it's
that's
the same
inside and
amount.
outside.
It's still going to be the same amount of leaf.
Does that make
It's just
sense?
gonna be- it's just it's going to still be the same amount of leaf.
You're saying that if I take a slice right here, this circle, this circumference is not gonna be more tobacco than the outside circumference.
It's going to be the same amount of tobacco.
It's not gonna be the same
It's
amount
going
of
to
tobacco.
look, but it's going to look like more. For sure, it will be.
No, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, sure, it will be.
It wouldn't be. I'm talking about
That leaf
single
is still the
slice.
same skinny, is the same thickness, and that leaf is still the same width, and it's the same. It's just
It's not. Because you only have one layer of this. Inside it has to be stacked many times to get to this thickness to fill the hole.
yeah. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. That all the tobacco inside that thing is not all these different ones that got flavors. They also add leaves in there that don't have hardly any flavor at all, but burn really well.
See you, Daniel.
It fills the cigar up.
But that really depends on the cigar. Not every cigar is like that.
Yeah, the bigger the ring gauge, the more filler it is. The more filler is in there that just to help you keep the thing lit, because Maduro leaves and stuff don't burn really well.
But still, what I'm saying is overall, because they changed it, so the ratio of what's inside versus what's outside has changed. So if you reverse it inside out, it's not gonna be the same amount.
You can have a 60 ring gauge and you can have a 50 ring gauge, and they'll have the same amount of the different types of leaves that you're getting flavor from in them. It'll just have different other fillers.
I don't know. It's that I'm not too sure. Michael, are you sure? Like I never heard of that, such things like where they say inside is not all this tobacco, it's just filler. Period.
That's going to depend on every blend and what they're trying to achieve.
Right. So I wouldn't say all of them are like that.
Yeah, a lot of times if you see anything where it says Indonesian in it, they're using that just for burn because it's got no flavor. It's just going to depend.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like, even if you have other fillers that you just fill space, you still gotta be majority of them. You still have more in the center, not less, because you break them apart and stack them. So you're supposed to.
I can't remember which one of the manufacturers it was, which review which of the hundreds of reviews that I've watched, but I listened to one of the manufacturers, one of the owners of the cigar companies, say that there are tobacco that do not burn really well. So when they put Ligero tobacco in a leaf, they have to put other leaves in there that burn really well that doesn't have any much flavor.
Right, and I get that, but that's the thing. That's not every. Some tobacco.
Yeah, and he said that they have to add when they make a bigger ring gauge, they have to add more of that tobacco that doesn't have any flavor, so they fill it all out and still don't change the flavor profile.
Yeah, but you have seen how people make this the cigars, right? They take a leaf, they roll it into straws, and then break it apart, put a double, and then you've seen it, right? That means overall, there's more in a single slice in the inside than outside.
If I take a sheet of paper and I roll it into a really tight little thing like that, it's going to be the same amount of paper.
Always one single sheet. It's not always one single sheet. It depends on the blend. It's not always one single sheet.
All right. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Have y'all seen those big ass Perdomos they got now? Those 70s?
No, I don't smoke those. I wouldn't.
Yeah, nor will I smoke one. I don't know. After some of the stuff I've heard lately about Perdomo, I don't know if I'd smoke another Perdomo.
I was looking at them. I was like, "What the frick, man?"
That's something Martine's gonna smoke when he's at the lounge all day.
Yeah, so, the Menso is what it's called.
Yeah. With all this talk, right? Are y'all thinking that Gordos are, on average, just as good as the Toros or Bustos?
It's only if it's specifically blended. If they take and they're just blowing it up, that's why like a lot of the usually that's why we talk about boutique stuff. Like the bigger companies, they'll take and a lot of times they won't specifically reblend it for it because it's going to change, right? So the ratios are going to change. You got to reblend and tweak it.
So that's my question. I agree. Yeah. So I hear what you're saying, and that plays into my question. On average, do you think the Gordos and higher they do it justice? They do that blend justice. We'll say that.
Not usually, no.
Not always.
They try to make the cigar taste the same regardless of what size that you do it, which means that they can't. A bigger ring gauge might have a little bit more Ligero or whatever in it, but it's not going to have a proportionally greater amount of Ligero because every 70 ring gauge cigarette would knock you on your butt if that was the fact.
Yeah, if you have Ligero, you can't put that much in there. Everybody's just gonna be on their butt after smoking that.
Way more from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they don't put any more or much more of these Ligero and Habano and all that stuff in there. They just add more tobacco leaves that don't have any flavor at all that burn really well.
Again, you're talking about different blend. I mean, that's different.
I'm talking about different sizes. I'm talking about size. Doing different sizes.
Yeah.
Doing different sizes doesn't really change the ratio of outside versus inside. Inside still got to be more. That's why they're fillers. They filled it up.
Yeah, but I can't just proportionally expand, exponentially, add.
You're not gonna exponentially, but you'll still have to add a little bit more if you gotta get a larger size. It might not be a whole leaf. It could be half, a quarter.
I don't really have to add any more. I add more leaves that doesn't taste anything.
Well, you can add something that tastes something different because when you cut the size, it's gonna be different. When you cut the size, it's gonna be different. You got to increase the size, it's gonna be different, right? So.
Well, that's the whole point. Is they try to make it not different. They try to make it taste the
Right.
same.
So they add or remove. They add or remove.
What that means is they try to make sure that
They
They try
add
to make-
or remove to cater to the size, but it doesn't change the fact that outside still have less than inside.
the outside doesn't have less than the inside. You don't know that. You're assuming that the amount of leaf, the size of the leaf that they put on the inside is bigger than the size of the leaf they
I'm
put on the
talking
outside.
about per.
You're assuming that.
I'm talking about
And
by
that's-
slicing it. Right?
Yeah.
You're
If I
talking
if I
about a
slice-
specific instant where you're talking about a cigar that doesn't burn well, but it's not always the case. A lot of
if I
cigars
take a
burn
slice
just
of
fine.
if I take a slice of a wheel, there's going to be a lot more rubber on the outside of that slice than if I had a little ring of rubber in the middle.
Huh?
Because it's rubber all the way around it. And if it's a cigar, there's still leaf all the way around that cigar, and there's only a little bit in the middle.
You call the entire center a little bit compared to the outside.
The entire center is a whole lot of different leaves, and
But
not
that's
just
the thing.
one.
That's something you're saying that I cannot prove. At the same time, you cannot prove either, right? Because
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
talking about one instant.
Exactly, and that's what I tried to say to begin with. You can't prove it one way or the other. You're assuming that it's that way, but you don't know that it's that way. Just like I don't know that it's not that way.
But the fact that it changed the flavor tells you that it's true. Because if you just reverse whatever inside, outside, it changes the flavor.
I
That means
can
the
add.
amount they use are different.
No, I can use the same amount and have less flavor too. You know, I don't have to have more flavor, the same flavor.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I think we're losing the conversation.
Yeah, y'all lost me there.
I don't know. Like if I was to take a pen to draw a circle, it will take more ink to fill the middle than not. And he's saying that because we can't prove whatever that's inside has more filler or not, then I can't prove whether or not there's more in the inside.
You know what you can do? You can if you like big ring gauges, just buy an EP Carrillo inch, and you'll be happy.
I am not.
And it doesn't
smoking the
matter.
inch. I am not.
It
smoking
doesn't
the
matter
inch.
what's in there. You just
You know,
like it.
let me explain it to you this way, Tony. If I take 5 different leaves of tobacco that are all the
Damn.
exact same size, and I roll up 4 of those things into into little tubes, and then I use the 5th one to wrap around it, I still got the same amount of leaf on all 5 different types of tobaccos. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, because how it's done is different. How it's done. Is
Not if I
different.
start with the same mass. If I start with the same mass, then it's going to stay the same
But
mass.
they're
It's
not.
not gonna
They're
get
not
smaller
taking
or
the
bigger.
same amount. They are not taking the same amount.
Says who?
You're saying that every time they wrap a cigar, they measure exactly the same amount of leaf for every single one.
Sometimes they might.
So they
Sometimes
just
they
totally
don't, you know?
ignore blends. They don't care about blends. We just gotta put one of each. Period.
No, they decide how much that they want of each of those 5 leaves, how much they want it, whether it's bigger or smaller. And they try to put the same amount into every cigar.
Okay.
But you don't know if there's more.
Okay. But regardless,
from the
do we agree?
inside
Do we
than it was
agree?
out.
Whatever total on the inside is more than the outside.
Yeah, if I've got 4 leaves on the inside and 1 on the outside, of course, Tony. I mean that's
Okay.
that's
So we agree with that, right? We agree
that's
with that.
obvious. If that's what
So,
you were trying to prove all this time,
I'm just saying, whatever on the inside as filler is gonna be more than the outside.
if that's what you were trying to prove this whole time. But I'm not putting. If I put the wrapper on the inside, I'm not going to put 5 leaves of the wrapper on the inside.
Okay, let's put that aside.
Okay,
Let's put
I'm
that
only
aside.
going to put
Okay, let's put
one
that
leaf
aside.
of the wrapper on the inside.
And then you say that they put some tobacco in there to burn, and that doesn't taste like anything.
Yeah, they do.
All right. So which tobacco doesn't taste like tobacco?
That's a good question there.
Everything has
The
a
only-
flavor.
The only thing that I know of is Indonesian. That stuff literally tastes
Yeah.
like nothing.
Right.
Indonesian. There are several different.
There's
but
not
I
gonna
don't
be
know
one
right off
tobacco
the top of
leaf
my
where
head.
you smoke it and you say, you know what? I think I have COVID. I can't taste shit. There's not
Well,
gonna
I'm
be one
telling
tobacco
that
you can do that.
You're not going to pull flavor notes out of it, okay?
I just said there's not gonna be one thing. I can drink water and it still have flavor. Right? Everything has a little flavor. It might
Some
not.
are
It
more
might be.
bland than others, though. Wouldn't you think?
Say that again.
Some are more bland than others, though, right?
Right. Some are more bland than other, but in the end, there's some flavor.
They
It might not
still
taste like
use-
anything. It could be like
They still
this thing
fill. Like I said, they still fill the extra space they need to fill up with a big ass cigar, with bland tobacco that you can't hardly taste anything out
Sure,
of. Okay,
sure. You can hardly taste anything, but there's
you can
flavor.
hardly
And
taste
it
anything.
does
You
matter,
don't-
right?
I
It
don't
does
agree with
matter.
that.
It does matter. It does give it something.
Yeah, but not enough to where you can tell a difference in the taste.
Well, that's arguable. Not enough
Yeah,
where you cannot taste anything. That's arguable statement.
Well, that's the whole point of it, anyway, is that they fill it with shit, but basically that's only in there because not because of the flavor it's going to give you, because it's pleasant to
Val
smoke,
just say-
because it's going to burn.
I'll just say this, okay? He said, I think that the blend quality has to change with each size and the taste will change. That confuses me. All tobacco has a flavor, though it might be weaker. I think anything that burns has flavor. Might be weaker, might taste like nothing, or something that might be a disgusting flavor, or could be just simply tobacco. Every cigar tobacco burns with some sort of flavor. It might be a flavor that you can distinguish or a flavor that you can't, but there is a flavor.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying, like, if they're gonna blow it up and make the different sizes, a proper blender's gonna tweak the blend for each size so it tastes consistent.
Yeah, because they can't just put more of that no taste filler in there and expect to be the same. They can't.
Yeah, because it'll taste odd, like it'll be off, it won't be quite right.
Yeah,
So they have
and
to
that's why
increase
they
or
might.
decrease certain
That's
things.
why they might add a little bit more or decrease.
So
a
they
little
have
bit,
to add it.
you
So
know.
they have to add it. That's why I'm saying inside, the stuff that's inside that's giving you flavor, any sort of flavor doesn't matter. It's gotta be more than what is outside, because what outside is one cigar leaf.
Yeah,
inside
I
is
just
more
said
than
that-
one.
Yeah, all I said was that it's not going to be proportional. You know,
I'm not saying it's
if I
proportional.
got a cigar that's twice as thick, I'm not going to add twice as much Lajero. And
I'm not
twice as
saying
much
that it's
Habano
proportional.
and
I'm just
twice
saying
as
that inside
much, you know.
overall has more than outside. And
And that's what I'm saying. I still got to fill that space with something, and that's why they use tobacco that you really can't hardly taste anything out of.
right? And
Tony-
and when you have, especially when you have a thicker cigar or a smaller cigar, outside might be much less than whatever that's inside.
I think the function is cubic, by the way. Just saying.
Hey Tony, I sent you a message so you can see what we were talking about earlier.
You did?
So are we saying that the filler is the matter that doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Antimatter.
Yeah, that's what doesn't matter. Yeah, it's the antimatter.
It's
No,
the
I think
anti-derivative.
fillers matter. I really
Yeah.
think whatever filling is in there, it matters.
The antimatter starts with light.
It's just like a burrito. You add rice in there, and the amount of rice still gives you that flavor, even though rice is supposed to taste like nothing.
No, the lighter doesn't actually help to make antimatter, Albert. It just changes the matter into a different form.
That box looks great, by the way.
Yeah, I'm from what it looks like. I mean, I'll see once I get them. It looks like the Reserva box, but
All right, never mind. I take it back.
different.
Take back whatever I
Yeah.
just said.
It's what it looks like to me.
You can never get an analogy to walk on all fours, James.
But the band looks great. The band.
It's
looks
very, that's very
great.
nice. Yeah, they've been working on that for like a year.
It's not the one. Oh, no, it's not that one, right? I thought that would be the one where they leave it for a while and smoke it. It tastes completely different. So they had to
That
do
is
it.
that is the one.
That is the one.
Yes,
Wow.
it is. Yeah, because they had them all ready to go. They smoked awesome. They sent them over here, and then like Brandon tried one, and he's like, "Dude, this is not good." And he literally called Lewis like right after that. He's like, "Try this." He's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, it smokes totally different. This is not good."
So yeah, I just feel like there's gotta be more stuff in the center than the outside. So the center matters more. It's just like a burrito outside. You know, you can add more rice or not. The rice, even though it has no flavor, it helps to carry that flavor for the rest of the stuff. Anyway.
Okay, you two are going to the fight room.
You're gonna cut. So one of you is gonna come out with something like this. You're not gonna like it.
No, like if I, here's the thing. If I end up getting the fight with James, I just run because I'll run him any day.
That's what I was gonna say. Just run, dude. Like it's the best option.
Because I'm not even going to try to chase you. So I just say, I'll wait till I see you again. I'll wait till I see you again. I got a long memory.
Yeah. I would just get into my car and drive away.
Well, what I understand is that this conversation is very similar to what Michael was into prior to that brace on his head.
Now, don't get me wrong, and I'm sorry,
Except
Michael.
he was arguing with his truck.
Michael's hand looks like that sock puppet.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Jim Wells.
All I'm hoping is that after my surgery, they put it in I understand why they put it in this position, but hopefully it's a little more comfortable position after my surgery. I hope.
You'll be in a cast.
Well, they told me it's going to be a splint, like
Oh,
kind
really?
of like this for like 4 weeks. We'll see what I don't know what it's going to be.
So Michael, is there any other detail on that cigar? Size, price, release date?
It's okay. It's going to be okay. It's getting shipped out on the 23rd of May. It's going to be Robusto and Toro, and they're going to be between $10 and $11. So right there with the Reserva line.
Sounds
I think the real question is Little Guy Cigar Shop going to carry it?
Of course.
He better.
Of course. Of course I am. That's one of the things I got to see when I can order them.
Well, when can you order them? Can I get it before I go to New York?
TPE?
When you're going to New York at the end of the month, right?
Yeah, last weekend.
I should have it before then.
Then yeah, just count me in for a box. Send it to me before that.
Yeah, so I'm fingers crossed. That's another thing. I'll be like, yo, when can I get on the orders and let me order before everybody else? And,
What fingers you
Well, it's
crossed?
definitely not a cigar-related injury. If it's a cigar-related injury, we all will have that injury.
oh, dude, there's some stuff that was going on at work today. And I told the one manager when he walked by, I said, you guys have me like this close to breaking my other hand right now. I'm not messing with you. And he's like, what? I was like, you guys are driving me insane. Okay, you guys are morons.
You're playing the GIMP cards.
Yeah, playing the GIMP card, yeah. Yeah, don't want me to out completely because
So,
this place
Maki,
will
I'm
stop
kind of
working.
confused about your message. There's two things I'm confused about. Right? Number one, did you just ignore your Patreons and just decide to go smoke that yellow ox anyway?
Yes, he did.
No, like I knew that was. I had I knew that was going to be the one that wanted.
Yeah, he ignored.
So there was still an
posted it-
actual vote, and they still voted for that
moment-
yellow ox.
The moment I posted it, I had 3 votes for it, and then 1 vote for the other one, and I was like, okay, well,
He called it. He called it early.
That's it.
clearly,
He had one
Clearly gonna be the choice.
You guys act like it's a prerequisite that he wait till people vote before he actually smokes the
No,
cigar.
but what
and
about the
doesn't
final
do
result?
anything.
What about final result? Was
I
it
mean,
still
yeah, if it's the final result, I'll still smoke that cigar and release that one at that release date, and I'll just hold on to that review until
No,
later.
I'm curious about that final result because you say you still have a vote, right? And you have 3 against 1, right?
I mean,
What about
really,
in the end? Which one wins?
No, so what he did is he already smoked and filmed all of them, and he's just gonna put them out in the order of the
I
freaking
understand
vote.
that. I understand that. I just want to
No,
know
that's
in
the
the
whole-
end which one won.
That's the whole point. Yeah, that's the point. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
Your
already doing
Your
all
vote
of his-
matters. Your
he's
vote
already doing
matters.
all of his
No,
reviews.
no.
ahead of time.
You guys are not getting my point. I'm saying that I understand you called it early. You didn't give a shit. You recorded both anyway, right? But I want to know in the end that when the vote closed, which one won.
You're the ox.
So the still won in the end. So that guy who complains that you should have smoked the other ones because it still won anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's only gonna smoke one or the other, and we'll never see a review of the other cigars.
All right. Now the other question is, who's that guy that asked me for your ox cigar?
Wait a minute, Martine is turning
Martina's
upside
totally
down.
sideways now. I don't know what's going on right now.
I'm trying to find the post.
You gonna bump your head
I'll
on
show
the?
you guys.
There you
Yeah, poke.
Oop.
go.
Martine's gonna fall, man. You better have some good seats and belts in that
He's holding
car.
onto his DLI.
Pretend like you're climbing up the wall like Batman and Robin.
All right, so let's see if I can do this. All right, how do I? Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you do have to
Right.
share.
Okay, Boomer.
Hold on, let's see.
Dude, I get called that so much at work. I'm like, you guys do not even know what a boomer is.
Yeah, because Michael's not old enough to be a boomer.
No, I'm like, they're like, dude, it's anybody over 30. I'm like, that makes no sense at all.
No, that's not. There's not a boomer. Is not everybody over 30.
No, it's not even close, man.
Well, to a millennial, it is.
Yeah,
Martine, you'll be-
no, I'm a millennial. These kids are younger, man.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
To a millennial,
they're
yeah.
Gen X, or what do they call them?
Z.
Gen Z, yeah, Gen Z.
There you
The
go.
new ones.
The Zoomer generation.
Okay.
Y'all see that?
All right. Okay, I got it. All right, yeah.
Look, Martine voted for Rojas.
Yeah, I did.
You can't vote on your own shit.
Why not?
So
You're
I-
not paying your
Oh,
you're not
for my
paying
own
your
shit.
Patreon to yourself.
I mean, I'm a patron of my own channel. I
Are
buy
you-
cigars from my channel.
Are you Lancero or are you?
Yeah, see when Sarah.
I'm Team Unicorn because I put a lot of money into this. channel.
He's team Petite Corona over there. Fucking-
So I got a response from It's Nang Ya Biz. It was like, Tony, let me get one, bro. I was like, who's that?
There's Nunya. Nunya.
Yeah, in your biz.
I don't know who that
Nang Ya
is. It's like, what? This guy just randomly asked for a cigar.
Oh yeah, no, that's not happening.
Now,
Dry business.
I gotta be
Yeah,
honest.
right back.
That cigar I have more than one box. But I'm not just gonna randomly give it to people. Come on.
Right?
They're hard to
Yep.
get, okay? It took me a lot of effort. E for effort. A lot of effort. So yeah.
Yeah,
I
not
was,
as much effort as it's taking Gary to get his Bauhauses.
I tell you.
I was like, should I respond to this guy or not? I was just I'll leave it.
Did Gary get those yet?
No, that's the problem. We haven't got that. That package is.
I
week and a half
just
now.
got mine today.
Yeah, but yours got to Yasser a while back, and almost a week and a half ago now. It's when it went into customs. So
So weird.
don't know what happened.
Postal service. Can't trust them. Can't
Yeah, I don't
live
know.
without them, but can't trust them either.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do? But oh well, you know. What a conversation today. I mean, that's a pretty good conversation, okay? Today, even though it got heated, it's still pretty good.
But heated. There was no
But see,
heated.
that's the fun in these chats. I mean, we don't all agree on everything. So
Who
it's
got
cool.
who got heated?
No,
In
when
the
I say
end,
heated,
we're still here.
when I say heated, it means that my microphone reached the red a lot. That's heated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A little warm.
This is discussion, and like I said, nobody wins the discussion. That's
No.
why it's called a discussion.
I mean,
We're
we
not
don't
having-
have
we're
to
not having-
agree. We don't
Yeah,
have
we're
to.
not having a official debate where some judge says you won and you won.
Oh, can you
It's
imagine
just
if we had to
discussion.
agree? Oh my god.
Oh God, it's just a discussion.
If I had to agree, this group would never work.
Like a
I don't know, Tony. I think we can agree.
The moment Matt smoked a cigar like La Naranja, we already broke that rule. We all had to agree, really?
We
so
can
it's like
agree.
when you go to the small claims court and you're like trying to decide who gets custody of the kids and blah blah blah, and who's paying child support. You have to agree to disagree.
Talking about
Are you
child
telling me
support.
something?
Talking about child support. We had this weirdest conversation last night with my wife. She asked, let's say, because she was listening to Kanye West music. And you know Kanye West, one of the songs that says 18 years, Gold Digger, 18 years. After 18 years, you found the kid wasn't yours. So she asked, let's say if you pay child support for 16 years, and then you found out the child wasn't yours, do you get a refund?
You would hope so, right? Dude, I'd be like, I want my damn money back.
So I looked into it. You don't.
No,
You don't.
because you're basically saying that you're that parent's child.
Right.
Even if you found out the end, the moment that you agree to that payment, you have assumed that you were the parent at the time, and
Right.
the parent doesn't have to be biological. It just had to be parent. So yeah, even if you paid 16 years, found out that kid wasn't yours, you're like, oh no. So I read all those posts, and all those posts has lawyers says, yeah, hire a better lawyer. They should have asked you to check the moment that they asked for child support.
Yeah, that's when you have to check. Because if you accept that you're the parent, then you are the parent.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why, there's you always have to challenge whenever the child support is on the table. Challenge it, even if you knew it was yours. Even if you knew, you still have to challenge it. It'll be the weirdest thing to challenge, but you still have to challenge it, or else you got to pay. Because a lot of times, if the moment that you start wanting to challenge, they might settle. So, kind of weird. I read it. I was like, man, you don't get a refund?
No, you don't have to. You don't get the money back that you already paid, but you don't have to pay anymore if they.
Someone actually recommended to sue the biological father if you can find him. I was like, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck.
Because now
Well,
the
the
mother will have to
mother-
sue the biological father for child support for the last the
The mother
remaining 2
knows.
years.
The mother knows a lot of times who the biological father is, especially after one guy gets ruled out. there's usually not like 3 or 4 or 5.
It's
Well,
weird.
unless it's
Question.
It's weird how that conversation came about because at first we were talking about Bill Gates getting divorced, and then Bill Gates has another girlfriend, has an ex-girlfriend that he always goes out on vacation just with her. So there's a mistress, and then now that they're getting divorced, we're like, oh, so Melinda is gonna go out and get a boy toy that's 18 years old. What about him? I was like, I don't think his third leg is gonna work that well for him to go out. I'm gonna find out a 20-year-old.
I got an idea for a YouTube channel for you, Tony. You should just record you and Shiza's conversations.
Actually, Shiza has said this. She said if we were to write down all those weird conversations we have, we can release a book. It will be a very good bathroom reading book. It's free on the toilet. It'll be funny as hell. It's just randomest thing. It's like, how did Kanye West music went to that? Let's look it up. See how much they end up paying if they could get the money back. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, me and my wife, we have weird conversations. A lot of weird ones.
Yep.
And my wife often, at the end of conversations, that you need to share with your group. You want to tell them to see what they think. And 90% of the time, I say, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think they cared. I don't think they care. And then just ask them anyway. And then there are times where the conversation lasted pretty much 30 seconds, and we move on. And I'll go upstairs yeah, I didn't care. And she goes, oh, really? Come on, that was interesting. Doesn't work that way. So yeah. Anyways, 11 o'clock. Time fly by today, actually. Time flew by today really quickly. So 11 o'clock for Saturday. Should I smoke a different Roja for Saturday? What should I smoke for Saturday?
You have the blue bonnet?
I don't know. Whatever Albert sent me.
What'd you send him, Albert?
There's a blue bonnet, a statement, and one of those house plants.
All right. So you like Honduran tobacco, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Smoke the blue bonnet. It's 100% Corojo.
All right. So for Saturday, I will smoke that cigar.
Okay, my question to you is this. Hold on, I have a question. Hold on. Were you going to smoke that anyway, and you just asked us to vote, and you already knew what the answer was going to be?
No, because I don't even know which one is Blue Bonnet.
Were you pulling a Martine?
No. I don't decide ahead of time. I literally like decide the moment before I go.
Well, you already saw what Martine voted for on his Patreon page, so.
Yeah, I just curious because I saw his Instagram. Somebody said you should have smoked the other one. I thought they voted the other way, and then where he's like whatever, next time, too bad.
That blue bonnet is probably an exception to the rule, though. It's really not going to make any difference what tobacco's on the inside or the outside on that one.
Because the entire thing's Corojo.
It's Nicaraguan Corojo, 100% Nicaraguan Corojo.
We'll find out, and we'll find out whether or not that Corojo is a hybrid by seeing whether or not it's spicy or sweet.
But you can take one of those blue bonnets just for science, and you can take the wrapper off of it and see if it tastes different.
If I have, see, hey, James, if you send me 2 more, I'll do that for one of them.
Well, I couldn't send you 2 more. Albert would have to send you 2 more.
You know what I mean. But obviously, I don't have enough to change that thing, and honestly, I don't know how good it is. And given what happened to Street Taco, I'd rather smoke it before I decide whether or not to get more to do more tests on. So I had to smoke it first to know it, right? So yeah, I can't do that. Anyways, so we're moving on. 11:03. Saturday we'll smoke that Rojas. Hopefully it'll be better. Hopefully. If it's not good, we'll blame Martine altogether. Alright. So I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good night, guys.